right, y'all. See, I know what time it is. We back. And we got another one for you. We on a roll. I told y'all, once we get it going, we got to keep this train rolling. Y'all already know. Anyway, today we back. We got another one for you. You feel me? Today we going to get into part 6. Drew Hill Group Dynamics video. You feel me? We going to go ahead and finish up Nokia. Then we going to keep it pushing. We going to move on along. We got 2 more members left. Then after that, we going to do something else. So you feel me? Go on and drop your request if you got one. You know, we take our suggestions. We're obligated to honor none. Y'all know how we do. You feel me? But go on and drop it out there. So y'all know what time it is. Come on with it.
Oh, I tell you, like, I'm like the 2020 Petey Powder on this motherfucker. Nah, fuck that, nigga. I'm like P in this bitch, look. Bad little bitch, call me daddy though. Met the little baby up in cameo. Classy little bitch and not a ratchet hoe. She be dancing in the mirror, ass clapping.
And you got to remember, with Nokia being an Aquarius, he's also co-ruled by Uranus. So alongside with that Saturn and him wanting to have that business acumen about him and him wanting to be seen as a businessman, he also has a naturally rebellious tendency in him. So whether or not, everybody's going in one direction or the other, he's always going to kind of try to have a unique view on things, always going to try to do things his way, even if that doesn't necessarily serve the group. So that also contributed to him being, just taking his own lane, just really staying in his own lane, really being known for, like I said, as the producer, the writer, more so his singing abilities. He left that to everybody else. That's their thing. He's going to handle the business. He's going to make sure the business get done. He's going to make sure the music is tight. He's going to do things in his own way. And that also contributed to him, like I said, if we can't get along, let's get it on. You feel me? It is what it is. He got that natural rebellion in him. You feel me? It is what it is. So if it come down to it, that's how he gonna give it up. He don't mind a little scribbling. He don't mind a little outside the lines. You feel me? It is what it is. It is what it is, you feel me? He don't mind stepping outside the line. Yes, sir. So if you gonna go there with him, just know and understand. But that Saturn, like I said, he's going to want to be about the business. He's going to want to do things the right way. He's also fixed, so he's going to want to stay the course and whatnot. But you got to remember, always remember, when you're dealing with Aquarius, you feel me? They got their Uranus in them. They got their rebellion in them, so they don't mind taking a sharp left. Just understand. Just understand. So while you sitting around thinking they cool and they peaceful and they mind they business, hey, try it if you want to. And they found out. He was cool that whole time while the money was real. He was cool the whole time. Like I said, he was cool with everybody. That's then when it came time, if people start getting out of line, and he's also the baby of the group. So that's why he's a little bit more reactive than, say, maybe the others. So that's why we saw, like, during the interview, he was the one who kind of popped off on Woody in front of the cameras and things like that. But other people were able to keep their composure and things like that. Because, remember, he's been allowed to do that. He's been allowed to have that, you see what I'm saying? Because he's the youngest in the group, you see what I'm saying? And he was also known to have, a lot of fights and whatnot. Because, in groups, they have disagreements and whatnot. Everybody gonna have those. But he's known to be one of the ones who gets into a lot of fights and things like that. Never really leaving a group or nothing like that. None that broke them up or nothing like that. But just in general, he's usually one of the main ones in the fight. And he gonna say it. So whatever on his mind, whatever he thinking, whatever the situation is that they saying, he gonna say it. You see what I'm saying? And everybody, them words ain't gonna sit right with everybody. It is what it is. And he gonna stand on it. That's the thing with Aquarius. They gonna stand on it. Whereas, the other air signs, they may or may not stand. It depends on the situation today. But Aquarius, whatever they say, they gonna stand on it. Good, bad, and different. You see what I'm saying? That don't sit right with everybody. You see what I'm saying? So this aspect of him caused a lot of conflict in the group. But like I said, nothing that ever broke them up, because remember that fixedness within him. He's gonna go with what he knows. It is what it is. But with Uranus being there, like I said, he also has that erratic. You never know which way he might go. It is what it is. Like I said, that's why he also the one getting in the fight. He the businessman. He know everything that's going on. He know the technical ins and outs, but he's still slapping motherfuckers. Like, it is what it is. That's that Aquarius energy. It's like, you feel me? And we all equal though. Like, yeah, I'm the boss, but we all equal though. Like, what you want to do? You see what I'm saying? That's that Uranus. You see what I'm saying? It ain't necessarily it ain't all the way fatherly like Capricorn where it's just Saturn. You gotta also include that Uranus aspect where it's like, yeah. I know the rights and the wrongs, goddamn, but we all on the same playing field. Yes, sir. And it's every man for himself out here. You see, we all equal. We all got our own right. Everybody respect everybody. Everybody do what they need to do. All of that. Everybody get what they need to get. But yeah, I mean, if you trying to, if you ain't with that train of thought, and you think you finna come over here and mess up what I got going on, that's when you gonna get in the problem out of Aquarius. You see what I'm saying? That's when it's going to be a problem with them. But other than that, we still all on the same playing field. And that's what you need to understand about the Aquarius. It don't matter what we at in life, what our standard is, we all equal. You see what I'm saying? And you need to understand that. So ain't no telling the Aquarius, oh, you the boss, you shouldn't be doing, oh, you this, you should. We all people. And you can get your ass whooped just like I can get my ass whooped. You gotta get the bottom of the Aquarius. I'm trying to tell y'all. And you know y'all ain't gonna be able to run that on the Aquarius. So, like I said, that's why you still saw Nokio, even though, like I said, he was the one that was more into the business aspect of things, and looking into that and working as an executive and kind of trying to see what's going on behind the scenes and presenting himself as a businessman and things like that. And being the voice of the group with that air and whatnot. You know what I'm saying? He still has that, like I said, that Uranus. He fixed it. You know what you're going to get from him, and it is what it is. But that's also a part of him, you feel me? And the people around him know that, understand that, and respect that. They may not like it, but it is what it is. And like I said, because he's a baby of the group, they probably let him get away with it more so than others, you know what I'm saying? And it is what it is, you feel me? He the youngest, you know what I mean? Just let him have it. It is what it is. Let him say what he want to say. Let him do it. It's straight up. It is what it is. Just let him have it, man. So that was part 6 of your Drew Hill Group Dynamics video, you feel me? We got to go on and finish up with our boy Nokio. Got to get into some of that Uranus, you feel me? If you ain't got a chance, kind of kick back with that part 5, you feel me? We got to get into that Mercury, you know, part 4, we got to get into, you know, some of this other, that air and whatnot, you feel me? So make sure y'all kicking back with all the parts now. You gonna miss the full picture, you feel me? So, yeah, I'm just saying, you feel me? If you gonna kick back, kick all the way back with me. I know how we do, you feel me? But like I said, we got to go on and get into his Uranus aspects, elements, you know, circumstances, situations that just might make, you know, the chaos erupt. But it's all good, you feel me? If we can't get along, let's get it on. Y'all already know how the Aquarius give it up, you feel me? So y'all know what time it is. Make sure y'all go over there and kick back. Go on over there to the Instagram, you feel me? Go on over there, you feel me? So I can get back over there, you feel me? Because if it ain't nobody over there, ain't no sense of me going over there, you feel me? Y'all know that love is a two-way street, you feel me? I already know how we do. So y'all already know what time it is. Come on with it.